Very good morning. In this video, we are going to discuss the mathematical treatment or the mathematical analysis of the impact stresses, because up till now we have only described the differences between the static, gradual, and the impact stresses, and now we are going to deal with the mathematical analysis of the impact stresses. Now, suppose that we have a load W and it is going to fall from a height h on a collar. This is the height h, and suppose this is a W, this is the height h. Now, from the basic principle of the see, there are certain designations. This is the delta, is the displacement of the point on the application of the load. What is delta? Delta means that the displacement which has occurred due to the load, application of the load. L is the total length of the bar, and A is the area of cross section of the bar. This is the area of cross section of the bar A. P is the impact force, and W is the falling weight. E is the modulus of elasticity or the Young's modulus. Sigma I is nothing but the impact stresses which are involved, which is again very important term, impact stresses. Now, one basic thing, that is sigma I, impact stresses. Then mathematically, what is the stress? Mathematically, stress is calculated by force per unit area. Since this is the impact stresses, it's sigma I, it will be equal to pi by area. That is the impact force divided by area. Impact stress is what? Impact stress is impact force by impact area, or simply the cross sectional area. So pi by A will be equal to sigma I. Now we can see the further mathematical treatment. It will be done by using a simple formula of conservation of energy principle we have also studied it in the engineering mechanics. Basics of engineering mechanics will be used for solving such a problem of the impact stresses. Now, whatever the energy is there, that now this is the falling weight. Please note, this is the falling weight, and suppose that this is the falling weight from a height h. This is the height h, and due to this fall of the weight, now when this weight strikes the collar, what happens? There is a deformation of the collar, and some amount of the potential energy. Why we talk of the potential energy? Because there is a change in the height. The energy released by the falling weight, how much energy will be released when this weight falls from a height h? It will be equal to the potential energy, and potential energy is nothing but mgh. It is given by mgh, and since h is the total displacement, it will be given by h plus delta. And what is delta? Delta is the displacement. It is because of the fact that when the weight falls from a height h and it strikes the collar, there will be a displacement delta. There is a displacement of delta in the collar itself, so the total displacement becomes h plus delta, this plus this. And what is mg? Mg is nothing but w. W is the weight of this body. So mgh will be there, and what will be there? This energy will be stored in the shaft. This is a shaft of length L. This energy will be stored in the shaft as in the form of the strain energy. Now, what is the exact mathematical calculation of that particular strain energy? Strain energy is half into stress into strain into volume. Please also note. We can also write half into stress. Stress is force per unit area, P by A, into strain. Strain is this. Strain is what? Strain is sigma into volume. What is volume? Volume is nothing but area into delta. And area getting cancelled, and strain and this delta. Delta is the displacement. So we can say half into the energy absorbed by the system can be given by half into P into delta. And now why how has this thing been derived from the half into stress into strain relationship? Half into stress into strain relationship, that we have already discussed also. Please also note that strain is nothing but the change in the length by original length. And what is change in length? Change in length is given by delta. And what is original length? Original length is given by L, nothing but L. So when there were the constituents like half into P into P by area, we have for the stress into strain, strain is delta by L, and it was volume. Volume was nothing but area into L. It was not delta at that point. What is the volume? Volume is area into L and not area into delta. So this area and this area, they are getting cancelled. This length and this length also they have got cancelled. We are left with only half into P into delta, half P delta. So that in this way, this formula has come from the very basic formula. The energy absorbed by the system, the work done on the system on the particular component is stored as the strain energy in that particular component, and the strain energy is given by half into stress into strain into volume, and volume is area into L. And this formula ultimately leads to this formula. And it is nothing, we are now in a situation to equate both these equations and use the value of P equal to sigma I into area, because sigma I equal to Pi by area, that is the impact stresses. And impact stresses are named impact forces, and the designation that they have used for Pi is not Pi but P only. Pi by A we have written, it is nothing but P by area only. That is why when we take into this area at that side, sigma I into area will be equal to P. Now we are going to use these two equations, substituting these two equations, this equation in the above equation, and also equation number C, that is what is delta? Delta is PL by AE, or what is P by area now? P by area is sigma I. Sigma I L by E is equals to delta. This delta, this equation and the equation number B, that is the equation number C, and this is nothing but corresponds to equation number C only, this equation. And this equation B and C, when they are put in the very basic equation of the engineering mechanics, they yield this equation, they yield this quadratic equation, which is nothing but equation 2. We can solve this equation using the quadratic formula, and we will get finally the value of sigma I. And these things again, sigma I can be replaced by P by area, sigma I can be replaced by P by area, and this is P by area. And now area and area getting cancelled, we will be left with P equals to W only, not W by, P equals to W into this, and this is called as the shock factor. This is a shock factor, and P by W is the ratio of P by W. Of course it will come on the left hand side, so this is a shock factor, and it indicates the magnitude of the load W into the impact force P during the impact. Please note that if this load W were static, what will be its impact? What will be the impact? And now this load W is not static, and this is a impact load. So this is the shock factor. It actually describes the magnification of the load W into load P, which is the impact load. And the next topic is the power screws, and we will be doing it in our next video. Till then, thank you very much. Stay safe at your home. Jai Hind.